Yo! It's been a minute. This is the one that we did when we were testing my Elgato, my old Elgato, literally half a year ago. And this one is the only playthrough I did. I got to Hoven, I beat Hoven, and I didn't even go to the next planet. I was so pissed I stopped playing. So we're probably not going to get very far. I remember, even as far as Umbrus, I was having a lot of trouble with this game. But look at this PS2 cutscene.
Final step, attach robotic ignition system. Thank you for using help desk technology.
It's literally the Star Wars font too. Amazing. Also, yeah, we're recording this off an actual PS2, so it might look a little dookie. Me sliding into the DMs. XD. I haven't recorded in so long, I don't know how to balance the audio. I don't know if it's loud or quiet. I'm gonna turn it up like a little bit, like just a smidge. Oh god, it looks so awful on my TV. It looks better on the record, but it looks genuinely terrible on this fucking Element TV.
Welcome to the Gadgetron Help Desk. We're here to offer you advice during your...
I've actually got to get used to these controls. I've not played this game in a long time. I didn't mean to go to weapons options, camera, reversed. We'd better stick with medium. On. Listen to this fucking music. Oh, it's so hard not to just sit here and vibe to it. All I can think of when I hear music like this is that dancing fat black man. This looks genuinely awful though. I might look into emulating a Rack 3 or a Pure Arsenal so that we don't have to, because this looks pretty bad. I can probably turn it down a little bit because of how high the music is now. So, fair warning, I'm really bad at this game. I really don't like how... I mean, Ratchet doesn't fundamentally move much different in any of these games. That's why a lot of the glitches from speedruns are applicable in all three. There's just a lot that's like... I feel like the camera work is a little better in the other two. The Especially the gunplay is like night and day. And I feel like just even, I don't know. It's really the gunplay for me. I can't stand this game's free roam.
To disable help.
Oh, look at this. You just run by and the bolts come to you. If this was Tears of the Kingdom, you know I'd be mashing that X button. Oh.
You just picked up nanotech. Whenever this is dangerous, protocols
God, this is like top 10 songs ever. It's got to be pretty up. Maybe not ever. It's got to be pretty high up there though. I listen to this like almost like every day, like on just whatever playlist I have, and I never get sick of it. I believe the composer for this game is David Beauregard. I might be wrong, but he is like a fucking genius. At least when it comes to vibe. Oh, do we have weapons? Nope. That is still... Yeah, this is also another really, really big problem, is you have to select your weapon in real time. I understand that as an element of challenge, and in the later games your movement would probably compensate enough for this to be fine, but especially in this game, it just feels awful. Yeah, this is slide. This is camera. Oh, yeah, these controls are just fucking weird. I really don't like how this game feels. But again, I'm going to emphasize, it's all personal preference. And this game is really impressive for what it is.
Use your bumper. Press the circle button to push, and the circle button again to fire. You can also use it in first person by holding down L1.
So, like, for one, this game was made... I'm pretty sure this game was made on Crunch, which makes it, like, impressive automatically. And then it was also, like, the first of the series, and it got so much right off the bat. That's, like, really impressive. I actually think the level design in this game is better than Ratchet 3, and a little bit better than Going Commando, but not much. I just think Ratchet 3 plays so much better, and it's such a like better experience that I prefer it really like a lot over Going Commando in this game.
Interesting. You're quite handy with your wrench.
You bet. I built that ship with it.
Currently, I'm in search of someone who could be of assistance in saving the solar system. Do you know where I might find that fellow?
Well, he's on the radio every week. Other than that, no. Hey, what's with all this save the solar system stuff anyway?
Hello, citizens of... My race, the Blog, have a small problem. Our planet has become so polluted, overpopulated, and poisonous that we are no longer able to dwell here. But I, Chairman Drek, have a solution. We are constructing a pristine new world using the choicest planetary components available. So, what does this mean to you? might ask? Using highly sophisticated technology, which you couldn't possibly understand, we will be extracting a large portion of your planet and adding it to our new one. Unfortunately, this change in mass will cause your planet to spin out of control and drift into the sun, where it will explode into a flaming ball of gas. But, of course, sacrifices must be made. Thank you for your cooperation. And if you don't like it, you can take your whiny, sniveling, snot-nosed populations, form a line behind me, and kiss my... We're still on? Well, turn it off, you idiot!
People on those planets are hosed. Well, good luck getting Captain Quark to help you.
Actually, you could help me. If you could use your ship to take me to the coordinates contained in this infobot, I might be able to gather further information there.
Even if I wanted to, I can't. I'm missing a crucial component of the ship.
The robotic ignition system.
How did you know that?
I, sir, happen to be equipped with the latest in robotic ignition systems. My programming allows me to start any ship I choose.
So, I agree to take you to this, wherever it is, and you get my ship started for me?
That is what I'm proposing.
Deal.
The cutscenes feel a lot more, or maybe it's just the voice deliveries. They've definitely fit into the roles over time.
This could be a problem. Take care of it.
Whoa, this is great! So that's where I've been stuck this whole time.
Please return your appendages to the steering mechanism, sir.
Huh? Oh, right. Sorry. Oh, and by the way, you can stop calling me sir. The name's Ratchet.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, sir.
You got a name?
My serial number is B54296.
Oops. I'll just call you Clank for short. Hang on.
So you see, it would be most beneficial if your citizens were not in the city when my workers begin removing it.
Preposterous! I will not stand for this.
Unfortunately, you have no choice in the matter.
Let's just see what Captain Quark has to say about that, my good man. I don't see what's so funny. Captain Quark could dispatch you without even breaking a sweat, you puny.
You have now officially worn out your welcome and my patience.
This is your last chance. Stop this madness now!
Okay, wait. You're right. I will withdraw my troops.
Really?
No. He's all yours, gentlemen. Try not to leave any marks.
I'll have to readjust the music. As much as I want to jam to the music, the cutscenes are like barren in comparison.
Clank? Where are you? Oh, sorry about that. Well, we're not leaving the way we came in.
Perhaps we could procure a ship from one of the inhabitants.
If there are any left.
Hell yeah. This fucking song. Oh, that's right, we still can't do any of the movement with Clank. He's just ornamental right now. Oh, I almost got too greedy. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I've already heard the discourse that everyone thinks Ratchet in this game is like edgy. You know, they hate that he's not as edgy in the future games. But I think he's really the same. I think he's like actually unnecessarily rude about the Clank thing. Or the Quark thing. man. This like actually demands like so much attention compared to like Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom, right? I got distracted because this game is like epic. So off screen, I played through Tears of the Kingdom again and listened to stuff instead of streaming it because I was getting burnt out on streaming. Because the first playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom kind of stunk near the end. And I've gotten to a point to where I'm pretty much bored with the game again. Because the game just really does not hold up into the late game. Over there. Alright. Camera still moves a little fast, but I know if I turn it to slow, it'll go way too slow. Oh, okay, over there. Let's search that. Being in the water makes me so anxious in these games because of the fucking fish that usually come and get you. Hello! Hello, thank you for watching. Hello, thank you for watching. But, I played Tears of the Kingdom again, and I found a way to play it that makes it way more enjoyable, but it still has a lot of problems that are just gonna make that game forever tainted. I played through the game by only going through one area at a time, like the areas covered by the Skyview Towers, and I would do all the Sky Islands in the area, then I would go down to the surface, hunt for caves, wells, and Koroks, and then...
Blast it! Look, plumber's crack.
What did you just say?
I said, look, the plumber's back.
All right, wise guy. Shouldn't you be on one of them escape transports?
Escape transports?
Newsflash, giant robots attacking. The escape transports are taking all the rich folks off this goddamn planet.
So why aren't you on one?
Socioeconomic disparity.
What?
He hasn't got enough bolts.
Working people have to wait for Captain Quark to save us.
Well, got anything worth a lot of bolts?
I got this thing. Shows two weirdos ditching their ship. It's got coordinates to a desert planet, too.
An infobot. Ratchet, we could use that.
500 bolts? That's a steal!
Geronimo!
He's fucking out of
Just
here.
slide down a sewer pipe?
He was gonna leave a nice snail trail for us to follow.
This is the solar ship Radical. We seem to be under attack from the planet's surface.
Relax, kid. It looks like some sort of fireworks display. Probably in your honor.
Whoa! That was close. Ah!
Right down, I can't concentrate.
Oh, we've been hit!
An unexpected detour. When we land, I'll see if I can scare up an exhibition for you.
We're not gonna live that long.
Kid, let's hamstring.
Eject! Eject!
Did you see that guy on the left? That was Skid McMarks.
Does he know Captain Quark?
I doubt it. He's a pro hoverboarder. Always going off about how cool he is.
Looks like he's in trouble.
I'll say. I've never seen him look so freaked out.
Gadgetron infobots give you coordinates.
Yeah, thanks, lady. I just saw the meme. Does it say meme or name? I'm like literally under 2 feet away from it, but I can't read what it says. Oh, I'm gonna be blind in my 70s. I don't plan on living that long.
To enter look-around mode, press and hold the L1. You can also use your weapons and your wrench in this mode.
Whoa. This is what games are gonna be like in 2004. Dude, this was enough though. Like, as a kid, I didn't need to know that I could go over and climb up those mountains and find a Korok seed. This is enough, man. What was it talking about? I've got like attention problems. Oh, but yeah, going through each region and then going from the Sky Islands to the ground for caves and wells, and then down for the depths. It creates a nice gameplay loop, and your progression is a lot better, but it still peters out once you stop progressing. Because the world only goes up to silver. By the time you do that, it's the same thing over and over.
Press the square button to dive, and the X button to rise. Push the X button harder to rise more quickly.
Oh, you literally just hold it. Okay, you don't mash it. I'm coming for your bolts. Oh, that's right. No! No! Yeah, the bolts is also another big reason why I never finished this game. If you don't do the railguard glitch, doing some of the main story progression is even tedious. Which, like, I understand. I understand this game. I don't hold it against this game very much. But it is pretty bad that Going Commando did the same thing. When you go in Commando, at least you can grind off of, like, the arena and stuff. So it's, like, better. Whee! That never gets old. But I probably won't play this game for very long. I'll probably play it up until about a little bit after Umbrus. I don't really care for this one very much, because once you get into like later stages where the gunplay is more important, it starts to become more annoying. I want to at least do Battalion Rail Grind if I can. I remember that being really fun. I want to do that in Ratchet's Dogfight, especially so I can hear the music. Oh, this makes me so anxious. It's like a dark cave with water. Ugh. I don't like that at all. Get out of the water. One of the secrets of this level is down in one of these, right? Is it this one? Or is it down there? They can fly? What's that line from that movie? They fly now. Dude, I remember playing through Tears of the Kingdom the first time. I didn't really pay much attention to Yona. I think that's her name. It's like Yona or Ymir. It's something like that. The fucking fish lady that Sidon marries. Is it Ymir? Is it Yona? Yoda? It's something. But she really is one of those fucking Star Wars love interests that was introduced to make sure that everyone knew the character wasn't gay. It's so funny looking back at it. It's way more apparent when you don't know her. Like, when you already know her, and you're just looking at her dialogue. She's like the most generic character ever. Oh, there it is. Can't wait until I get this, I can't wait until I get the, what is it called in this game? Is it the O2 mask? Can we buy stuff yet? Can we get the blaster yet?
I got some great bargains for you today.
No thank you. Pyroster sucks. Yona is Titan's wife, and Ymir is from Attack on Titan. Ymir's the dark-skinned girl, then. I believe. I think she was gay for the girl who ended up being a princess or whatever. Man, I need to finish Attack on Titan. I watched up until, Oh, I remember. I tried watching season 3, and, I saw fucking a gang of people, like, of humans, using the army gear, the, like, Spider-Man gear, and, like, shooting at the main crew. And I was like, this shit is fucking stupid, and I stopped watching it. Have I played the new Ratchet and Clank? I might get it just so we can stream it. If I'm like really enjoying Up Your Arsenal, I don't want it to end, I might try Drift Apart. Oh, I also guess I should preface that I'm not at all going for like all the gold bolts or whatever. I don't even know where them are. I don't know where any of them are. Not a single one. I don't even know how to get all the trophies in Up Your Arsenal, and that's like my Ratchet game. I do know this though. You have to come back with the little Ratchets or little Clanks. Okay, you can't slow up the stream. Wee. I'm just a young boy. Stop firing at me. Ow. Fuck. Thank you. No! He's so slippery in this one. It's so hard to control him. Yeah, literally just running forward, he slides and stops. Whereas I feel like in the others, when you stop moving, he stops moving. But I guess this one's a platformer more than a shooter. It's so hard to think of things to say because the soundtrack kicks fucking ass. This might be the most well-rounded soundtrack I've ever heard in a video game. It's really hard to top this. AC 130. I don't know what that is. Are you like talking about guns? Planes. I don't know about planes. I know that the government made a psyop to get people sexually attracted to planes so that people would become pilots. Because not enough people join the Air Force. Sometimes you just gotta wake up and go. Me running into the day before my diarrhea hits. Wham, 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 wham. No! I would have had to go so far back. me those bolts. The one Ratchet and Clank I actually need to play is Deadlocked.
Don't hurt me. Oh, what are you? Mercenaries? Torturers? Assassins? I'll tell you anything. Here, take my infobot. It's all I've got left.
Sir, we're not assassins.
Hold on. Let's see what he's got.
Has this ever happened to you? Hi, I'm Captain Quark, and believe me, there's nothing worse than staring down a Blargian snagglebeast from the inside and knowing your equipment isn't functioning properly. That's why I come to Al's Robo Shack for all my electronic needs. Al has been the exclusive repair shop for my super electro gadgets since I was knee-high to a sand mouse. If Al can't fix it, it's not broke. Right, Al? You said it, Al. So if you're fighting crime, or just fighting crime, come to Al's Robo Shack in Metropolis for all your robotic repairs. Al's Robo Shack, it's Quarktastic.
For how amazing Quark's voice actor is, I'm surprised I've never heard him in anything else.
Yeah, Captain Quark is really sold out.
No, it means Captain Quark is on Metropolis. We could tell him about this invasion.
If we had a ship.
What? A ship? What? You're not going to torture me? Well, as planetary chairman, I could arrange for you to borrow our courier ship.
Cool.
You can count on us, sir.
Right. Thank you, your chairman shipliness.
Now that you have coordinates of 2 new planets, you can use your ship to press the select button to bring them back. Your ship is locked from the start.
Play a Cracking Time. I don't know the names. I just know that there's Ratchet and Clank, Going Commando, Up Your Arsenal, because I have those, and then on the PS2 there was Deadlocked, which is essentially just an entire game built around the arena, which is why I've never played it, because that doesn't sound very good. And then there's like a Clank exclusive game, which I also thought didn't sound very good, so I didn't try it. I already think that Clank is not really a good gameplay mode. I don't know if you should make an entire game around him. Oh, I see bolts in there. No gold bolts though. I left one box. This is gonna have to bother you the rest of your day. Oh, that's right. If you crouch, you get your super jump. Unless I'm mistaken, I think this was like important for the speedrun for a while or something. There's something about how if you time it right, you end up getting like a lot more momentum with a super jump. Or it might be the wrench jump I'm thinking of. There's a way that if you throw your wrench just right, you would catch up to it or something. Let's see. Bye, I'm glad I stopped by. Have a good day. Let's see. Iridia. Or Kerwin. We're gonna go to Kerwin first. I wanna get the blaster. And I wanna get Clink's Hover Glider. Although I don't think Iridia needs it at all. But yeah, I don't plan on playing this too long. Probably 2 or 3 episodes at max. Episodes. I don't like calling it that, but it's what slips out. Oh. A stage and song so good they reused it 1-to-1 2 games later. And I like it in Up Your Arsenal, okay? So just because I ripped on Tears of the Kingdom doesn't mean I think it's bad to reuse shit, alright? That's it. Once you get Clink, you can do a forward jump that's like a little faster. We need to go get... This way, I think, is the Clank.
Quickly center the camera. Just tap the L1 button.
Oh, I feel so bad. I remember, it's either in this one or up your arsenal, but one of the hidden bolts is hidden, like, in a cliff. Like, somewhere that you would never, ever think to jump. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Comments will have to tell me. Ugh. Camera. Game is just awesome. Ugh. Trying to shoot these guys is so fucking awkward. How do you even beat this guy without a blaster or something? I might have come here too early, actually. Okay, can I back jump into this? No, I need Quinn for that. Okay. Come get some. I have no clue how to beat this guy without the blaster. I don't know if you can. I mean, obviously you can. I'm not good enough. Maybe if I stand on here. Oh, do I just have to stand still? But he's gonna get me. He's too high up, too. Ow. Alright, we'll just run past him. Oh, these fucking guys. I remember them being annoying. I think they actually upgrade. I think by the time you get to Hoven, they have like new weapons and stuff. The mines, like, I do wonder how fun this game would be though if it just had like Ratchet 2 or 3 mechanics, like strafing and gun upgrading.
Ratchet, that's the man we saw in the infobot. Remember? He knows Captain Quark.
Hey, you're that robot guy, right?
No, actually, I build robots. I myself am not a robot guy, per se.
Nerd.
I like him.
So, now that we've cleared that up, what can I do for you?
Well, we saw your infobot announcement. You were with Captain Quark. We're trying to find Captain Quark. We thought you could help us.
Your logic is commendable. However, I haven't seen Captain Quark since we shot that commercial. Say, do you run on standard XP18 sister boards?
Version 7.66.
Back at ya. I may be able to help you out after all. How does a helipack upgrade sound?
Upgrade?
Natch. Since he's a 766, I could have the little guy up and flying in no time. Of course, I'll just need my fee for service. Okay, this won't hurt a bit.
Hey, wait. Ratchet, am I cool now?
Yeah, you the man, Clank.
You're welcome.
There we go. Give me my ammo. You won't be able to reach this jump. Oh, I thought the thing was gonna pop in. I was stumped the first time I tried to do this shit though. Because I played this as a youngin'. As a tiny little baby man. I remember even as a kid though, I got stumped really bad on this game. Fuck, am I missing something? That's right, okay, never mind. I'm stupid enough that I would just sit there and try to do that over and over, but you have to lie down. No! Okay. I got lost in the music. The music is too good. Fuck. I really want someone to like put side by side my footage and then fucking the world record speedrun footage. But, so let's see, I replayed Tears of the Kingdom for like 2 weeks. I got through the 4 dungeons, the 4 main dungeons. I did Hyrule Castle again. Got a lot of the armor upgraded, got all the wells. I got all the meaningful bubble gems, and then did a lot of that game again. And I can say I was right, it's just kind of like, okay. It's a very linear game with an open world map, and I don't think that works in the way that they want it to, because it doesn't really have the strength of either. But I do think that if they want to double down on making an exploration or a linear big game, that they've definitely got the potential. I just don't want them to go half-seas again, because the game could be a lot better than it is. Really, the problem is once you realize that the weapon durability exists so the world isn't empty, it's like impossible to enjoy that game to its fullest. Oh damn, I suck. Ah. Okay, now you actually don't need to blow this one up. You need to hover up to this one and hover up again. But I don't think you can make it to that one from here. Oh, but you can just jump up. Okay. I've also been struggling with the caffeine addiction again because there's a bunch of sodas on sale and I just kept drinking soda all the time. And I got to the point where I was like getting the shakes when I didn't have a soda for like 6 hours. That would not have been very entertaining then. I would have just been like miserable. My muscle memory to jump with fucking X is so bad right now. Oh, I gotta destroy that thing. Oh, gold bolt. I found one. I don't even think these do anything in this game, right? I think they make your weapons shiny. I might be wrong. I need to try out that remaster of this game that everyone says is like dog shit. Oh, I had to jump up to... Oh, no, can you do it this way? Oh, it's gonna be tight. I suck shit at video games. Is this the fucking... Bow, down, down, down. Oh, the soundtrack is so good, man. I've been playing too much Tears of the Kingdom where the soundtrack is... Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Ah! Ah! Oh, fuck. Oh, damn it. No. No! I thought I would get him first. No, damn it, Ratchet. Throw it up there. I'll bangle you up. Go that way. I really hope the mic picks up each crystalling of my lip as I licked my lips just then. Look at this fucking chud. There we go. Yeah.
Greetings, Executive Chairman Drake. Dispense with the pleasantries, Lieutenant. My sources tell me you're behind schedule. You must prepare this planet to be harvested for our new world.
Yes, sir. As you can see, everything is moving along as planned.
I'm counting on you, Lieutenant. And as your former commander can tell you, I don't take disappointment well.
Yes, sir. I won't fail.
Drek is destroying yet another planet.
Yeah, but if that's the kind of help he's getting, I don't think we have anything to worry about.
You should not underestimate Chairman Drek. He is quite dangerous. We must find Captain Quark.
Look, that lieutenant doesn't seem so tough. Let's take him out ourselves.
Perhaps we can persuade the lieutenant to tell us where Drek is.
Now you're talking.
Hell yeah, let's go to Eudora. Isn't it the thing that you get when you come? What is this? Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Damn it, let me go. You got the blaster yet?
I got some great bargains for you today.
Hell yeah. That's right, you don't start maxed out. This fucking economy. What is this? The United States after the 2008 housing collapse?
Welcome to the Captain Quirk Fitness Course. If you're strong enough, fast enough, and clever enough to beat my fitness challenge, you will receive a reward from my head trainer. Simply make your way to the third island to complete the course. Good luck. Quirk Enterprises is not responsible for sprains, broken bones, snapped tendons, bruised egos, or accidental death incurred while taking the challenge.
Excuse me, Captain, but we have more pressing issues. We urgently need your assistance.
Clank,
Yes?
do you notice anything unusual about Captain Quark?
Well, I find the fact that he has a spring where his leg should be to be quite puzzling.
And why do you think that is?
Possibly an injury incurred while battling evil?
This isn't the real Captain Quark, you numbskull. It's a robot.
Oh.
Oh, is that my chair? I don't remember if this game has skill points. If it does, I think doing this one quickly though is definitely a skill point. But I don't think this one has skill points. God. Imagine just being a regular person trying to do this and just fucking destroying your hands. I could probably make that lunge. Oh, fuck that. Yeah, it's over there. But I guess, you know what, there's boxes, so like, you would be expected to know that you could follow it over there.
Jump and jump again to kick off the walls in midair until you reach the top.
I don't know if it's worth going to the gold bolt though, because I think I have to restart this section if I do. There's also a lot of bolts over there though, so it might actually just be worth it in general. You know what, it's worth it. Oh fuck. Yeah, because I remember Helga gets mad at you and lets you pay for the item instead. So I need as many bolts as possible. Return to your ship. And I guess that's the only option we have. Ratchet as played by Danny DeVito. I think that oh, that fucking scared me. That was a cool transition. I don't know. I think Tears of the Kingdom. God, I played that game for like 2 months straight, so like I need to wrap it up already. It's just it's a game that I want to talk about. I want to think about it. I think I genuinely love that game. I don't know. The most soul-crushing thing, though, is just how little they tried to improve from Breath of the Wild. It means realistically there's no like sequel to get your hopes up for. On the one hand, though, I've strictly avoided using a Switch emulator, just because of how like much of a headache getting certain emulators up to be can. And I know that a Switch one is going to be way worse. But I think if people actually make gameplay mods for Tears of the Kingdom, like not, oh, the moon is the moon from Majora's Mask, man. Wow. You know, if it's not stuff like that, and they actually make like weapon durability fixed or scaling fixed or something like that, I would actually be really interested to play those changes. Nope. I would also be super curious to see how the old ruins interact with this game. Especially Cryonis and Stasis. Stasis was only really a problem for the game because of the fact that durability existed. So if a mod fixes durability, they could also implement Stasis with no consequence. I would super love to see how that turns out.
Listen up, you loudballs! That was the most pathetic display I have ever seen on that obstacle course!
What do you mean?
We finished the circuit, ma'am.
Oh yeah, but it is weak. Weak! When I was competing, I would devour courses like that for breakfast.
Bet that's not all.
If it were up to me, you would drill for the rest of the day. But somehow you managed to impress that fool Captain Quark.
Captain Quark knows about us?
He certainly does. And worst of all, he wants me to give you a prize for that ridiculous performance.
Cool, what is it?
I'm supposed to give you a swing shot, so you can sway to and fro like little insects.
Alright, let's see it.
Not so fast. Today the two of you disgraced my obstacle course, so I am going to make you pay.
But that prize is ours from the captain. That's not fair.
Too bad, life's not fair.
God, bratty Austrian accent and thick-lipped robot pogs.
Sweet.
The future is gonna be
Captain
nuts.
Quark uses stuff like this all the time.
Ha! Real men can swing without silly toys like that. The two of you make me sick. Congratulations on your new Gadgetron swing. Use it on standard versa targets like the ones in charge. Eat the
Yeah, God, it feels real awkward in this one. When you swung back in, you were supposed to see the box down here and break it. Okay. Alright, I think we're gonna go to Eudora. I want to put off optional planets as much as possible. And just barrel through. Oh, there's only one bolt? Actually, I think I remember this one because I think you get the gold bolt by doing an optional area where you do platforming. Damn, we did everything. We're still missing a gold bolt though. It must be that one I'm thinking about where it's like literally somewhere you would never think to jump. 0 out of 3.
Yes, quite lovely. That should just about do it. Commander, we are finished with this world. Commence towing our planet to its next destination. Lieutenant!
Yes, sir.
You have fulfilled your tree quota. Barely.
We are ready to return to base.
Not so fast, Lieutenant. Just because we don't need any more trees doesn't mean they should have them. Destroy everything.
He really does look like a character Horizon Nixon. He kind of reminds me of Futurama Nixon. Oh yeah, even though it's green from trees, it looks absolutely disgusting in space. Not one of the direct bangers, but still very appropriate for its stage and very catchy. Okay. Okay, we gotta fix this right now. Quick select, there we go. Blaster. Yeah, you're supposed to play the game like that. You're supposed to like use a gun like this as like a spray and pray, but then the problem is that consumes ammo like crazy. And it's so expensive in this game with all the bolt checks. Maybe there's some way of making money in this game I don't know of that I just never discovered, but even the speedrun considers it extremely grindy to get all the bolts, so I don't think so. Oh shit, is that for me? Is this the path I want to go? What's over there? They should have called it the Gadgetron Home Invader. Ratchet and Clank break in your home at 3 AM to steal silver spoons so that they can buy more bolts. No! Did that take away my health? No. Oh god, it resets the progress though. And no bolt boxes spawn back in. Oh, fuck. Alright, we need to just kind of sneak past most of these goons. Okay, clearly can't sneak past him. The falling doesn't reset that. can't be missing something, can I? There's no way a straight up long jump will make that, will it? Yeah, it won't. Is this series going to be cut even shorter than I thought? Okay, so we need a home invader to get over there. Fucking turn, camera. Damn it. Oh, damn. It takes them out in one blow. It's a lot better than wasting a blaster ammo. Oh, fuck me. I'm so stupid. That's on me, not the game. I also seem to remember that being in the other games is that you would get ammo for your weapon that you're using primarily, but once it was full, it would give you ammo for other guns. Whereas I think you only get ammo for active weapons in this game. Which like further decentivizes you from just using one gun. Like it won't passively recharge while you're using other weapons. I also love this guy's design. Ratchet has an iconic design, as they would say. Is this mud or dirt? Okay, it's dirt. Gotcha, bitch. Oh, fuck. Okay, that caught me out. Or not. I guess not. I could have sworn it worked that way. Oh well. It really does feel like fucking... They convey that Ratchet gets hurt like really well. You really feel awful anytime you take damage in this game.
You can view a map of the world by pressing the select button or depressing the right analog.
Oh, you can. So I'm guessing the star is where we landed. Alright, alright.
Joystick.
I thought I could turn better than I did. Now, how do I get up there? Okay, not like that. Nope. Yeah, like that. Yeah, look it up. Yeah, that's gaming. Whee! Oh, fuck. What did I hit? These things give you money to break them? Okay, so this is a little one-off area. I don't know if we're gonna play Going Commando though. I remember thinking that it was. I wasn't vibing with it, if that's the right word. But I remember thinking that it was definitely a step up in terms of gameplay. I just didn't like in Going Commando the way that they threw in gimmicks. Can I get him to shoot this guy for me? Because I felt like every stage in Going Commando, there was like a good like shooter way through the level with platforming and all that, and then there was like always an optional area. But I felt like in Going Commando the optional areas were always some like annoying gimmick that wasn't very fun to do. I remember that was actually why I stopped playing Going Commando, because I never finished this game or Going Commando. In Going Commando, it was the, got one Glove of Doom ammo. Spoilers. But yeah, I didn't finish these games because I wasn't having fun with them. I forgot how good the breakdown of the song is. It's really just the intro that I think is a little miss. Even then, it's a good song. I just think the intro makes it hard to put on like a playlist. Oh. This is the only way we can go. Alright. Okay, we gotta get you first. I'm guessing you're supposed to fall for the taunt.
Sweet!
Gadgetron's suck-hand can vacuum up multiple enemies, then fire them out as high-caliber missiles. Caution, enemies must be small enough to fit inside the barrel.
Dude, the suck cannon blowjob joke. I remember that in Up Your Arsenal, the suck cannon is like the hidden gem of that game. It's not the most convenient weapon to use, but it's like low-key the most powerful. Or what is it? It's not the most powerful, but it's the most like efficient when you run into small enemies. If you actually level it up early on, it can actually hold the entire game. Oh, we've been here. So do we just gotta like straight up go? Like Vale? Yeah, because we need the trespasser. I don't have the trespasser. Glove of Doom. Too expensive. Alright, so we need the trespasser, so we have to get back to Iridia now. Oh, the suck cannon is gonna like make this level easy peasy because all the enemies are tiny. Oh, it reset my suck cannon ammo. Yeah, you damn bitch. I could technically suck up all these. I'd rather suck up the enemies themselves. Okay, so we need that way to save Skid, but we got the hell out the slingshot, that's what it's called. I panicked. Oh, you can aim and shoot. Oh, I didn't know you'd leave them to tag each other. That's funny. Oh, the record looks real awful, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Oh, I know why. It's because fucking Tears of the Kingdom was so intensive on the record that I turned down the settings. But now that it's playing like a super easy to capture PS2 game, it just looks awful. I'm sorry. I swear to God to use the restroom. I'll change the settings when I come back. Whenever I do go. I only gotta use the restroom because I drink mean beans before I do this. Get fucked. This level is really dark. I forgot how dark this level is. I'm like kind of having to strain to see what's going on. Back a little bit. I mean, I need to go back though, because I think I missed the area down there. Although it looks like it's just enemies.
No signal whatsoever. This downtime is killing me.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Don't be so literal, son. The problem is I'm stranded on this backwater planet and my star client is nowhere to be found.
Hey, we saw you on that infobot. You're Skid's agent.
Was Skid's agent. I haven't seen him since our ship crashed. And an agent without a client is like a flea without a dog. Say, you look like an athletic kid. If you can bring back the championship prize from the hoverboard races in Blackwater City, I'll make you my next star.
We have no time for trivial matters, sir.
I could be the next Skid McMarks.
Now, we could take that path to get back over to our ship, but I already know this one. This is how you get the gold bolt. Well, when I say the golden bolt, that's how you get one of them. There's 4 on this planet. I've got no clue how on Earth you're supposed to get all of them, though. Oh, I totally overestimated that jump. I suck.
If you want to impress this agent, you'll have to win a hoverboard race. The nearest hoverboard race is in Blackwater City on planet Rilgon.
Yeah, I get it. Alright, let's go back for the slingshots. I distinctly dislike the skid part of this area the most. Now I think, believe it or not, you can do this entire segment, I think, without touching the ground. I'm not nearly skilled enough to do that, though. Yeah, you just have to chain it. But I would not do it in one go. I would drop into the sink. I would drop into the mud. The puddle of mud. I'm not gonna blame them, right? Like I'm gonna say this, but I don't mean it in like an ugly way. I just think the game is kind of stiff. Because it was like their first attempt, right?
Lasers are mounted on each ring of the Invincible lock. Aim the lasers at the receptors on the outside ring to turn them green. All receptors must be green before the Invincible lock will open.
Okay. Oh, these are fun. I remember these. They get really hard at the end. Because I'm like really stupid. I just think the stiffness of the hook shot.
Analog stick to control the trespasser. Push up and down to select which ring is active. Push left and up to rotate.
But a lot of the stiffness from it is just because it was their first shot. Like in Up Your Arsenal, it feels like amazing to do swing shot sections. See, it was a good thing I didn't dive off for these bolts earlier. I made the right call. Oh, I totally should have done the swing shot thing first because it organically leads back to the start. And that's where you would have went for Agent Dude. That's what I get for being too smart for my own britches and going the other way. Like a dingus.
It's him, Skid McMarks.
That man from the infobot.
In the flesh, little dude. You guys get a load of that epic space battle I was in?
We saw ya, screaming for help.
That was like a war cry. My agent and I got ambushed on the way to hoverboard practice.
Did he survive the crash, sir?
He's okay. But I've had a little trouble getting back to my ship due to my sprained ankle.
Oh, come on.
If you can take out all the sand sharks, I just might have a spare hoverboard for you.
We'd love to help you, Mr. McMarks, but Ratchet and I need to find Captain...
One of your boards? I've always wanted a decent hoverboard. Well, alright. You just keep that foot elevated.
It's completely invincible. He's scary looking. Under any other circumstances, I would be terrified that he was going to reach up and throw me into the sun. Quick select. We need to keep you like over there. Oh, I didn't even destroy him. Fuck me. There we go. Now I gotta get to the top, or it'll just keep shooting them down at me.
Z3000. You can't even buy these.
Well, I got a bail. Gets you dudes at the hoverboard races.
You've just acquired a Catatron Z3000 hoverboard. Use your new hoverboard at the racetrack in Blackwater City with Frank Wilco.
Radical. I do not like the hoverboard races. I'm not trying to be a downer. I really do think that these games are at their best when you're either on foot, running around, or shooting things. I think the first game and the second game have a little too many distractions. I don't know. I think that this game's level design of like the branching pathways works the best. I don't like that Ratchet 3 is a little too linear, but at the same time it's designed to be linear and it works. What am I checking for? Wait, no, that's everything for this planet. We gotta go back to Eudora with the trespasser. Look at him going through space. Woo. Woo. That's such a cool way to hide the loading screen. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm incredibly stupid. Please be patient with me. Oh, this is a boss. This is a good time to use the blaster. Wait a second. That's not the boss yet. Is that rock moving? Oh, it must be something to do with the texture on the rock, but it looks like it's moving when I move. Oh, fuck me. And of course, you gotta redo the entire section.
sure showed him.
I did.
Is your current occupation leaving a rotten taste in your mouth? Then you need to know about BTS, Blog Tactical Research Station. Hi, I'm Supreme Executive Chairman Drek, and we here at BTS are seeking motivated individuals to fill positions in these exciting careers.
Who's building to replace a BTS when all the members die in
Assembly
war?
Technician, mutant animal husbandry, robot repairman, sub-cannon test dummy, and administrative assistant. So call BTS. Build our weapons while you build your future.
I'm calling BTS to do.
BTS stands in
You
2023.
see all the cool gadgets they're making? Let's go get some.
No, we must continue our search for Captain Quark.
You're absolutely right.
I am.
Sure, we need to find Quark. Although when we find him, wouldn't it be nice to be able to tell him where Chairman Drek is?
I suppose.
Well, we go to the space station and talk to the scientists. They work for Drek, so they're bound to know where he is.
I am unsure about your logic.
Ah, you think too much. Come on, let's go.
I remember 3 specific difficulty spikes in the game, and I remember those being... I actually didn't remember being this planet, but it's because of the monsters on this planet. I remember them. And then it was Umbrus, and then it was, the level right after Poketaru. I think after Poketaru, you're supposed to do, Orkson as Ratchet. And I remember those being 3 distinct spikes in this game. I'm probably gonna suck beans and get killed over and over in this game, or this level. Trespasser way. Let's go the other way first then. What is that thing? It's like a little, it's like a little critter. Ugh. Oh, fuck.
Need a little help with these enemies? Try a Gadgetron Taunter. Available at any Gadgetron vendor.
Oh, it tracks you. Oh. Oh. Alright. Uh-oh. Remember these guys. Ah, you gotta break them. Alright.
I got some great bargains for you today.
Taunter. That's actually how you do the, what is it? The Rogar City glitch. It's actually one of the most important items in the game because of that. It's the only way to realistically get the Rhino.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Might be time for the Glove of Doom. Launch a horde of exploding buddies. There it is. But yeah, I don't plan on streaming quite as much in the next little bit. If I get into a game that's like really fun to do in long bursts, which I was actually thinking about going back and playing New Vegas again, because Tears of the Kingdom kind of left me wanting like a really solid open world. I might do New Vegas after I do some quick PS2 games, but I want to mostly do some small burst games. Just because I've kind of burnt myself out on streaming a little bit. Alright, final aim. Or not. Fuck me. God, they even sound horrifying. What the fuck are you doing? I'm aiming over here. You know what? We're down the hill. We're gonna snipe them. What's this way? Oh, fuck. It's the boss. Get the fuck away from me. No! Damn it. Oh, it's so far back too. This sucks beans. You know what? It's not worth it. I lost too much health already. Yeah, I lost too much health again. Alright, I gotta take my time. Okay. Alright. Taking too much damage. I'm gonna get caught. Fuck. I can't. I'm so bad at this. Ah!
Thought I was a goner this time. Some nano-wit in genetics must have left the cages open again.
You could come down now.
Honestly, a gadget engineer deserves a bit more respect, if you ask me.
Gadget and Clank?
You are an inventor.
Gadget engineer. I create revolutionary devices for Executive Chairman Drek. For instance, the Ola, my soon-to-be patented grind boots. Look, I need to get out of here so I can find a new job. How about I sell you these at cost?
Sell? After we just saved your scrawny butt?
All right. I'll give you the employee discount too. Well, thanks. I'm gonna get out of here while I still can.
Okay, so that's the way we came. No, that's the way we came, that's the way he went. I remember the grind boot section of Battaglia being fucking difficult, but like in the fun way. And then this is Clank, right?
This shuttle has an autopilot which will take you to a decommissioned Lark warship. Our scanners indicate that there may be useful technology on board.
so it's a linear one. Totally fucking do this because these guys are annoying. Ugh. Gotcha, bitch. Bomb going to do the best here, right? I smell another tier list brewing. Maybe. Wait. Ah, he's too far away now. I kind of feel bad for him. They sound so cute when you blow them up. I don't know, I was thinking about doing Tears of the Kingdom weapon tier list, but then that's kind of boring because it's like 95% of it is just damage, and then like the gimmicky stuff isn't really worth it, and Zora weapons are the best. How far can we go? I really don't want to mess with these guys. Gotcha. I thought about power scaling Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, but I don't know anything about the games other than like a casual play, so that tier list would come out awful. Besides, I think Age of Calamity just kind of makes everyone relative in the verse, unless I'm mistaken. Press the big red shiny button. Why can't there be prompts like that in Tears of the Kingdom? This was back when gaming was epic. Yeah, it's just a pointer brush back through where you came.
Selecting our automated self-destruct feature. Vessel annihilation sequence initiated.
They weren't there before. Yeah, I just gotta waste blaster ammo to get through this.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. This vessel is self-destruct. In a matter of seconds. Please evacuate.
Hell yeah! I don't know what other power skills tier list I can make. I'm thinking about doing Bleach once the anime finishes in like another year. Like a whole series, but there aren't any good Soul Series Bleach tier lists.
This is Darla Gratch reporting live from Blackwater City. We've just learned that Captain Quark will be presenting the grand prize at the Intergalactic Hoverboard Championship, which will be held here over the next few days. In related news, this planet has recently been suffering from an infestation of strange amoeboid creatures. The The city's administration has assured this reporter that every step has been taken to eradicate these nuisances. Darla Gratch, Channel 2 News.
My poor reporter.
Did you see that?
Yes, I hope that poor woman is all right.
Me and him think alike.
We're talking about the hoverboard races.
Planet Rilgar. Now we just needed to go do the Trespasser. I actually was seriously considering doing a dungeon tier list for all of Zelda that I've played. But the problem is I just don't think it's very interesting because I haven't actually played all the games. So like this. Fuck, this is tough. Okay, let's just try moving this one around then. Okay, it's not just gonna magically work out. There we go. I don't know. I do want to rank the dungeons I've played, but the problem is I've only played. I've only played Ocarina, Majora, Link Between Worlds, Link's Awakening, Switch, and Wild and Tears. So it would just end up like when I rank the games, it would just be like Link's Awakening is better than the open world games, and Majora is kind of... I don't know about that. I don't really think Majora's dungeons are much better than Worlds or Awakening. I think it's everything else in the game but the dungeons that kind of makes Majora. Dungeons in Majora are kind of fucking annoying, to be honest, but I think that was the point. It works in that game, because the dungeon's taking a bunch of time. Adds to the stress. Like in a good way, but on their own as dungeons, I don't think they really work. They're also cheap, like, if we're being honest. Get over here, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Ugh. Ugh. I am a small defenseless robot in space.
Jump. Then press and hold the X button again. While in the air to climb.
I don't think you can break these right by punching. Yeah, it's there so that you can't break the stage. This music is going off. This music is so unnecessarily intense for just like a small robot man traveling through space. This music soundtrack is like fucking extra. I love it. Whoa, look at those planets. That's just straight up Neptune. That's literally just a PNG of Neptune. Wow, that's funny. I never noticed that before. It's even got the great blue spot. That's literally just fucking straight up Neptune. This atmosphere is also really good. I'm like terrified of space. And looking out and seeing all the planets really does feel like awful and horrifying in like a good way. Oh, I died like so many times the first time I did this. I can't keep a straight thing. Oh. He literally T-poses when he falls. Never really thought about that. Oh fuck, how am I supposed to beat this guy? Maybe if I just kind of walk, you won't really notice me.
You have just activated a gadget button. To command a gadget button, hold down the triangle button and select wait, follow,
You got to reverse claustrophobia. I don't think I've I don't know if it's agoraphobia or not. I think agoraphobia is more so specifically like circumstance paralysis. I think it's more like I don't know. When I think about space, I think about how like violently cold and like dark it would be. It's scary. Do you guys like just fight automatically? I wasn't paying attention. Get them. Okay, can I need to hold down Y. Okay. Attack. Hell yeah. I don't know. I think 99% of my fears just come from situations where you don't know what's going on. Like, I'm really scared of the dark. Like, Tears of the Kingdom made me like physically sick to my stomach when you get out into the depths. Sometimes. Entered. But it's like, I don't know, the reality of space in the dark is usually just that nothing's there. It's more so scary to be like in a dark or like unknown place and then something that you don't know come up.
The Gadgetron Hydro Displacer uses instant oxygen and instant drains. Using it, you can drain and fill holes. Our sensors do not detect any on the space station.
Okay, so that's where we came from. That's where we go. There's nothing this way, Cotton Eye Joe. Hey, it's really cliche, but I'm like scared of not knowing stuff. It's why I've got like an irrational fear of like home invaders. Like, I joke about it and all, but like it genuinely is one of the most terrifying things possible. To just like think that you're completely safe in your house and someone else is in there without you knowing. I think having a fear of home invaders is completely rational. I just have an irrational degree of it, I think.
I'm back.
So you are.
And I found this.
Hey, cool. It's a, what is it?
A hydro displacer.
Great. I always wanted one of those, I guess.
Wait, no. Yeah, we're going back to Ratchet. Alright, so that was the trespasser, so we did everything. I don't know. I've heard too many things that, like, planets in space, like, if you went to Jupiter, that it would just be, like, extraordinary winds. And, like, unbelievably dark. All missions done. And, like, unbelievably dark, and, like, the gravity would just crush you. And you'd suffocate because there's no real atmosphere. It would be, like, probably boiling hot because it's Jupiter. I don't know, space terrifies me. The way that science, like, class and stuff online has always made it sound is, like, basically anywhere that isn't Earth would be, like, torture. If you were able to survive. That's why I'm glad we have sci-fi like Ratchet and Clank to help us see cool alien worlds that aren't torture. the electro storms would cook your nervous system. All I'm picturing is like that little thing that was left from Dr. Manhattan, his like little nervous system just like twitching and dying on the ground. Man, what if Ratchet just drank the whole thing of water that was in Hydro Displacer and he got a really big stomach and he was inflated? That would be funny. You should look up Ratchet and Clank inflation to see a hilarious image. Dude, this music. Why is this music so fucking good? It's like actually a little hard to focus on the gameplay when the music is so good. Oh, fuck. He's so slippery in this. I want to say it's right here that you do the Taunter Real City Bolt glitch. I might do it off screen, but I don't think I'm going to go far enough in the game that'll need the Rhino. That's a pickle. That's a dill pickle. I'm pickle dill. Yeah, that's also why the ocean is so terrifying, come to think about it. The same fear of space and like the dark. You could just be chilling out somewhere and then a Bathanomus Gigantus would just attack you. They don't attack people, but like, there's nothing stopping it. You know more about space and the ocean? Exactly. It's spooky. Space doesn't have bad, Gigantus Bathanomus. The iconic isopod. Oh no! Oh dude, this shit scares me. No! Oh, this shit gives me anxiety so bad. No, Ratchet, don't drown. Oh, fuck. I think I just lost. Ratchet, no. No, Ratchet, no. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. This shit's terrifying. No! Oh, fuck. Okay, at least I reset here. I'm gonna try this like 2 more times, and if I can't do it on the 3rd try, I'm gonna go take a break. Like super thirsty. Why does the Ratchet just drink the entire thing that's trying to drown him? Oh, dude, I got such a good lead start on this. I think I can do it. Yeah, I'm even ahead here. Yeah, let's go. We got this. Oh, fuck, I squandered my lead so hard. I don't know. I don't think I can do it. This section is really tight. Oh, we did it. Look at that, boys. We got him.
Press conference is over. Captain Quark don't want no more reporters bugging him in his trailer.
Oh, you see, my friend and I need to speak to the captain about a matter of galactic security.
You mean you and your walking camera? You paparazzi make me sick. Now beat it.
But, sir, I'm sure the Captain Quark will understand once we...
Now, save it. I know how it works. You convince me to let you in. You snap a picture of the captain in his underpants. Then you sell a picture to the info tabloid for $1 million volts.
You've got it all wrong.
Meanwhile, I'm stuck here making 6 volts an hour, and I have to listen to a lecture from that cheapskate Quark. So you don't get in unless I get a kickback in advance.
6 volts an hour. He doesn't even make minimum wage. I think, doesn't his design get reused as one of the captain's underlings in the movie?
You see how it works? You grease the hinges, the door opens.
Captain Quark.
What's that?
It's Ratchet and Clank, Captain. You know, from the hover.
Oh, yes, I know who you are.
You do?
Yes, and thank the galaxy you found me.
Huh?
There's an awful plot being hatched to destroy our planets.
Ratchet, he knows.
Great. Does that mean we can go hoverboarding now?
My friends, we're all in grave danger, and I believe that together we can put a stop to this madness.
Together? You mean you want our help?
Look, Ratchet, I've been keeping an eye on you. I've never seen anyone with such raw talent. You are a true hero in the making.
Why is the scene mixed so quietly?
I mean, I could be famous?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, here, take this. What makes one man...
Yeah, it's like a normal volume
cutscene
now.
Hero? Is it strength, compassion, determination, or just pure blind luck? Wise men through the ages have struggled with that very question, but Captain Quark knows the secret. That's why he's been able to defeat more despots, rescue more damsels in distress, and save more civilizations than any other hero in the galaxy. Now is your opportunity to see if you've got the stuff heroes are made of. This infobot contains coordinates to Quark's secret base. Can you quickly conquer Quark's killer cannonade of confounded contraptions?
Mom.
Can you quickly can you quickly Oh, just make your way through the defenses to the center of the base. Prove yourself, learn the secret, and earn your place in galactic history. Consult your doctor before attempting any strenuous exercise. Not responsible for death or dismemberment. Your results may vary.
I'm so ready.
Meet me at my headquarters.
Hey, Captain Ratchet, what do you think?
We won't fail you, sir. We promise.
Dude, Umbrus is one of the best songs on the entire soundtrack. I'm so ready. I don't want to go back to my ship yet. We need to fight those guys, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, like, I think this planet's a pretty good example of, like, a terrifying planet to imagine. Just, like, really heavy blue skies because of, like, the atmosphere. And then, like, a really deep ocean. So it's just, like, no matter where you go, it's, like, dark. Because of Ratchet and Clank, it's, like, fun and goofy. Although, I don't know. Soundtrack was kind of making it tense, too. I better not stand on the edge, it'll knock me off. What can we buy now?
I
Mind
got some
glove.
great bargains for you today.
Nah, that fucking
That's
sucks.
a real beauty.
If I do the taunt thing, it'll be like when I'm done streaming for the day. But I don't think we'll do it. There's no point, really. It's mainly if you want to get the Rhino in your first playthrough. Oh, oh. Was that a... But yeah, I don't know. I'm probably gonna play through this game, probably get to about Poketaru. I'm hoping to do that today, and then go do Ratchet 3 for probably a few days. I at least want to get all the weapons maxed out on Ratchet 3. I don't necessarily care about trophies and gold, platinum, titanium bolts. Nope, they're still too big. No, I didn't say that. This is a blaster. The one enemy the Pyroster would be great against. That's another thing I think this game actually has over 3, even though 3 is like one of my favorite games of all time. Because I think generally the soundtrack in this game like is way better. Like way better. Soundtrack in this game was so good they literally just reused it for Ratchet 3. I don't think you can get any better than that. Fuck, I thought I could suck. Look at that. Look at that iconic smile. Look, it's like that one dungeon in Skyrim with the Steam gauge. This game came out after Skyrim, right? Wait. The other guy was Skid McMarks. Is this guy gonna be Cam McTow?
Well, okay.
Ratchet.
I'm kidding. Sorry, he's not for sale. What's a rhino anyway?
Rip ya a new one.
What did you just say to me?
R-Y-N-O. Rip ya a new one.
Why, that's the most powerful missile launcher in the galaxy. I know it's worth a lot of bolts. He must have stolen it from the Blarg.
Stolen? Look, trash can. Did I say anything about it being hot? You better watch your mouth or I'll...
Wait, don't tell me. Rip you a new one.
Maybe I should get that so we can just tear ass through the rest of this game. Okay, let's angle ourselves just right. Oh. I completely forgot about this. What is this area? Just a mud pit where me and the bros hang out and mud out. We get covered in green slime and... You know, it wouldn't really be sexual. I wonder what you would do with your bros when you're both covered in green slime in the pit. Oh, we're full on Call of Duty ammo. Get him, my friends. God, controlling the camera in this game is going to give me an aneurysm. Alright, last one's very better. Okay. Fuck. Fuck. I can't. This fucking camera. Okay, you're all gonna run back there. I can get you all at once. Laser maze. No, it can't hurt. Alright, we'll just use a wrench. Oh, in this game you can just use the wrench. I think it's an Up Your Arsenal where they haven't updated attack pattern, they're too quick. If you try to use your wrench, one of them will always bite you. Or actually 3. I don't know, I could be mistaken, but I remember that in the sewers. It's one of the reasons why when you run out of ammo, you actually have to go back and start buying more during the amoeba hunt. Now wait a sec, that don't make no dang sense. I'm actually stumped. Let's see. No, that's every one of them. Alright, we'll just come back for it. Oh, okay, we gotta jump. It's really high. Okay, so we just have to climb over it. Oh, I suck beans. Oh man. Ah, fuck. Man, look at that intense steam. Oh, it honestly really doesn't look much different from a game like fucking Skyrim. I don't know, I'm too cynical when it comes to graphics. Everything kind of looks bad. I don't know how much further you can really go. I don't really think you need to go much further. I think graphics will just fine the way they are. I don't know. I never really understood the appeal of like ultra realism and all that stuff. I remember for like 1 or 2 games I was like, whoa, this looks just like real life. And then I remember after that kind of realizing that like I still enjoy games that don't look like real life. Oh, just one. Oh, it's not just gonna be as simple as walking up to the pretty lady. Some ninja's gonna jump out and want a duel or something. Did I say pretty? I meant hot.
Welcome to the
Awooga.
competition.
Bow wow wow.
Giving away a brand new platinum zoomerator to the winner of this competition.
A platinum zoomerator. Perhaps that will be the proof of your accomplishments that Skid's agent requires.
Wait, do you guys mean Skid McMarks?
Yeah, Skid couldn't make it.
Wait, are her
so
boobs
we're here to,
jiggling?
you know, fill in for him.
Guess we'll see about that.
Oh, dude, why are there fucking there's jiggle physics for some lady that you see in 2 cutscenes? That's hilarious. The game was made in crunch and someone still decided it was important to put boob physics in the game. We're gonna save this high octane hoverboard race for the next time. See you later, babies.